1340 KIJV.
Somebody will win. Somebody will lose on this play. 2-point conversion. Rugby formation. They do a shift to the left. Take the snap up the middle. Head down. He does not get there. Huron wins.
The Huron Tigers are brought First Team Sports Backers.
The Huron Tigers are brought to you by Ryan's Hangar Restaurant at the Crossroads in downtown Huron, the South Dakota Attorney General's, American Bank and Trust, Huron Regional Medical Center, right care, right here, Huron Eye Clinic, eye exams and full-service optical, Gary Zello Glass, glass and windshield repair and replacement. The Tigers are also brought to you by Seven Sons Heating and Air in Huron, The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron, Farmers Union Insurance of Huron, Blaine Anderson, Dakota Land Feeds, PB Sports, of course, downtown Huron, Godfather's Pizza, chicken and pizza buffet 7 days a week, and Slumberland Furniture of Huron. The Tigers are also brought to you by Wilbur Ellis, Ideas to Grow With, Signature Plus, get your Tiger gear, Brian Davidson State Farm Insurance, Car Chiropractic Clinic in Huron, ProClean Plus, cleaning and janitorial supplies, Dairy Queen in Huron, what's your favorite blizzard? Dakota Provisions and Wishbone Market, locally grown and processed, and the Norby Center for Recreation.
Here's two-time South Dakota Sportscaster of the Year and the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Well, surprise, kids. Matt Watson sitting in tonight. Mr. Duffy on the road with the Tiger Boys. That is our game of the night over on Tiger Radio on 1340 AM and 95.3 FM on KIJV. Again, Jeff will have the call. The boys are expected to tip off right around the same time as us here about 7 p.m. So Matt Watson here tonight at the Huron Arena. One final time here on Riverfront Broadcasting, a Tiger girls game. It could be a big ESD game here as Aberdeen Central comes in at 10-5. They have lost 2 out of 3 and 4 out of their last 6. They did, however, win their last game against Mitchell, and we'll talk to their head coach, Peyton Burkhardt, about that. We'll also talk to Cody Kaufman, of course. That interview brought to you by the Scoreboard in downtown Huron. And remember, the Burger Battle is underway. The Scoreboard has an entry in the Burger Battle, so get on down to the Scoreboard in downtown Huron, and they'll bring us our quick talk with Coach Cody Kaufman here as the Tiger girls come in at 9-7, but undefeated in the month of February on a 4-game win streak, looking to continue it here tonight in a tough opponent in Aberdeen Central. The Golden Eagles, however, not going to be at full strength, and we'll talk with Coach Burkhardt about that in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in tonight. You're listening to the pregame show for Tiger girls basketball here on 1210 KOKK. So let's send it back to the studios. When we return, we'll talk to former Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle player and current head coach, Peyton Burkhardt, who, by the way, is also the older sister of the starting center tonight, Lauren Burkhardt, who, by the way, is committed to South Dakota State University to go play some hoops. So interesting dynamic there. We'll talk to Coach Burkhardt about that, about how the season is gone, and about a big matchup tonight here at the Huron Arena. Coach Peyton Burkhardt of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles is next. You're listening to the pregame show for Tiger girls basketball on 1210 KOKK.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bischoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bischoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours at Boo and Duck Goose. Do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dick Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to the pregame show on 1210 KOKK. Matt Watson live from the Huron Arena tonight as the Tiger girls host Aberdeen Central. We'll talk to Coach Kaufman here in a few minutes. Right now we sit down with Peyton Burkhardt, head coach of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. And Peyton, thanks for joining us here. 10-5 on the season. I was taking a look on paper. The last couple of weeks has been kind of on the, but you have had some tough teams over this stretch.
Yeah, we had that tough stretch playing Brandon Valley, O'Gorman, Washington, and then we lost a cup one at Harrisburg. But you know, those are tough games, and we saw a lot of things that we need to reflect on and grow on. So after Tuesday night's game, saw some good stuff, so we're hoping to carry on forward to finish out the regular season.
And you're talking there about a win over Mitchell. Throw out a few details about that. What happened in that?
Yeah, I mean, overall we weren't as consistent as I would have liked it, but we got a lot of good stuff done. We were intentional about rebounding, second chance opportunities. We moved the ball really well. Really focused in on our inside-out game, and then we just got a lot of good looks, and everybody was involved, which is what you like to see.
Tell me a little bit about your team. Whose name am I going to be calling out a lot here tonight? Who kind of leads the squad out there?
Yeah, so Karen Hermanson normally starts for us, but she's out with a little injury right now, number 44, so a little bit of a different lineup, but girls not play consistently anyway. Lauren Burkhardt, she's my sister, and she's a post in there, and so I get some stuff done inside and outside. Emma Dorr keeps us really organized on the floor as our point guard, handles the ball really well, handles the pressure really well. And then you see some outside scoring from Camden Borg, and Ava Yeski, and then Kennedy Withers, our other starter. She's just a solid, relentless player, always going, super active. So.
And I'm sure you've answered this question a million times, but I gotta ask, what's it like coaching your sister?
You know, every day is different, but there's an 8-year age gap, so it's almost sometimes like a mother-daughter situation going on, but there's definitely that sister love at the end of the day. We pick on each other and fight with each other, but it's an awesome experience, and I get to see her every day, all the time during this time of year, so I love it.
With Huron on their streak here recently, this is kind of a big ESC. What's the scouting report on the Tigers?
Yeah, they're a really tough team. I mean, even when I was in high school, coming to Huron, playing Huron was always a battle because everyone just wants to win against each other with that ESC matchup. So they play a lot of just like scrappy basketball. They try to get you off on something, try to get you relaxing, and then they just don't quit. They're relentless on the boards. They work really hard. So a little bit of a different style of play than how we like to play, kind of more organized, slowing things down in the half court. So it's going to be a good matchup.
Real good, Coach. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck in the game, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Yeah, thank you.
Peyton Burkhardt there, head coach of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Let's send it back to the studios. We'll come back with Coach Kaufman as the pregame show continues. Tiger girls basketball. Coach Kaufman is next on KOKK.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at South to make an appointment or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Boys basketball for this Huron Tiger moment. One of the most famous boys basketball games in history was the 1973 Class A championship game. The Huron Tigers, led by 7-foot Brian Shanks, played Yankton, led by 6'11" Chad Nelson. While the two big men dominated the headlines, it was Jim Stevens hitting a shot at the end of the game to give the Tigers the state title, 50-48.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance your existing home? I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, equal lender.
The Tiger Coach interview is brought to you by The Scoreboard, downtown Huron. Enjoy fantastic and basket meals, plus their many big screen TVs. The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Welcome back to the pregame show on 1210 KOKK. Tiger girls basketball live here at the Huron Arena. Aberdeen Central in town. Sit down now with Cody Kaufman, head coach of the Tiger girls. As always, this interview brought to you by the Scoreboard in downtown Huron. And Coach, undefeated February. You guys off to a great roll here this month.
Yeah, it's been good for us. I told the girls when the calendar flipped from January to February with a tough January that it's a new month, right? And we start over, and that's exactly what we've done, starting with Roosevelt a couple weeks ago, and just kind of been carrying the momentum, playing really well on the defensive side of the ball, and then just finding just enough balance on the offensive side of the ball, making shots when it's needed most, and being able to win a few games here in February.
Tell me a little bit about that last game. I was here when you were out at Pier. What went on there? I saw you won by a pretty fair margin.
Yeah, I thought that we played pretty well, especially offensively when we did a good job of attacking the basket, and making sure that we were the aggressors. Pier did a pretty good job of turning us over, so we turned it over a little bit more than we have been doing, which I think we had the most turnovers of any game we've had all season long. So that was a little bit of an anomaly, but again, when we did get shots, and we got plenty of shots too, we did a good job of finishing, finding the open girl, going to the free throw line, making some free throws. So yeah, I thought against out west when we played two good second halves to get us wins. Against Pier, I thought we played about as consistent in 4 quarters of basketball as we played all year long. So that was nice to see, nice to build on, and hopefully we can just keep building on that. And the momentum's rolling. Our girls are having fun. There's smiles on their faces. Everyone's excited, and that's what you want to see. And again, winning helps with that, but just staying positive, just keeping that we're going to screw up mentality, but we're going to bounce back from it. We're not going to let it hang over our heads, type of thing. So that's what we want to see tonight. And again, Aberdeen is a really good team that presents different challenges than what Pier did on Tuesday.
What is the scouting report here on Aberdeen? Tell me a little bit about them.
Yeah, they're big, right? They start 2 6-footers. So that's a big difference. It's gonna, it creates a challenge for us. Well, unlike Pier, where they started nobody over 5'7". So different from that standpoint of it. We got to be able to rebound the basketball, and then we got to be able to push and go. So that's going to be the biggest change, from tonight to Tuesday night, was being able to rebound, get stops, understanding where their shooters are at. The Burkhardt girl is committed to South Dakota State to play basketball. So, obviously a very formidable player in her own right. So we got to make sure that we don't let her get going. And then everybody else, they're not, their record isn't what it is because of one girl. They play really well. They're, senior led. Outside of Burkhardt, really is the only, it's a junior. So we got to make sure that we take away the paint, cover up the paint, and then we rebound out of it, and then we got to be able to attack them inside.
Back to your team for just a moment. You can't ask for much more than to kind of build and get better as the season moves on, and it looks like the gel is kind of starting to form here.
Yeah, we had a really good December. Our momentum got broke with Christmas, and then January was just it's kind of the dog days. Lots of practice, and then playing games, and they weren't going necessarily our way, and we just had to reset, and that's exactly what we did. So absolutely, you want to be playing your best basketball the closer you get to March, and here we are, the 12th of February, so February's half over, and we got some big games here coming up. There's only 4 games in the regular season left, so we want to just keep building, getting better one day at a time, and taking care of ourselves, and we'll see how things play out.
Crazy to think we're 3/4 of the way through this season. All right, Coach, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you in the postgame.
Thank you, Matt.
Cody Kaufman, their head coach of the Tiger girls. Back to the studios here. We'll return with starting lineups. We'll take a look at the Tigers. We'll get to your officials. We'll be ready for tip-off. Aberdeen Central at Huron Girls Hoops on 1210 KOKK.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
We're minutes away from play-by-play
Let's meet the Huron Tigers.
Haley Rogers, number 5, senior.
Reagan Bischoff, number 10, sophomore.
Jess Noyes, number 12, junior.
Addie Knight, 14, junior.
Allie Davis, number 20, senior.
Hilton Hines, number 22, senior.
Abigail Harrington, number 23, junior.
Ramsey Roselle, number 30, freshman.
Lily Hofer, number 32, 8th grade.
Trency Gergen, number 33, senior.
Lennon Caudell, number 34, sophomore.
Chloe Carr, number 40, senior.
Jayla Schley, number 42, freshman.
Claire Davis, number 44, sophomore.
Isabel Kramer, number 45, junior.
Here's two-time South Dakota Sportscaster of the Year and the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Once again, Matt Watson live tonight on KOKK. Duff on the road with the Tiger Boys. They are at Aberdeen Central, and you can check out that one over on our sister station on KIJV, Tiger Radio on 1340 AM or 95.3 FM, or you can hang out right here. The Tiger girls getting set to host Aberdeen Central. Peyton Burkhart and the Golden Eagles come in at 10 and 5. As always, the reading of the officials brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. And our law on the floor here tonight at the Huron Arena are Aaron Vanderberg, Josh Junker, and Thomas Hauglid. Again, Aaron Vanderberg, Josh Junker, and Thomas Hauglid. Your law on the floor. As always, the officiating crew brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Well, they're about a minute or so away from lights out and get everything started here at the Huron Arena. We'll get one more break for the national anthem. We'll get your starting lineups, and we'll be about ready for tip-off. As you heard from Peyton Burkhart, her starting lineup a little bit different tonight, as Taryn Hermanson, the 6'1 senior post, will not play, shifting all of the post duties to SDSU commit Lauren Burkhart, and they will also go Yeski, Borg, Withers, and Dorer, and we'll talk more about that as we roll through our starting lineups. Again, here just a little bit of clock left to run off. Remember, our scoreboard updates are brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air. And we can tell you lower level scores have gone all Tigers tonight. Both lower levels win by margins above 17. So a couple of big wins so far for the Tiger C team, the Tiger JV, and now getting ready for a big Tiger varsity matchup. The 9 and 7 Tigers against the visiting 10 and 5 Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Well, again, the band in the house tonight, so they turn off the lights, get everything ready for the national anthem here over the next couple of minutes, and then we'll get everything rolling and get ready for tip-off here. As again, the Tiger girls hosting, looking to stay on those winning ways coming in tonight. 4-0 in the month of February, 4 wins in a row as they come back above 500 here, 9 wins and 7 losses. And again, a 10 and 5 Aberdeen team here tonight. So a big opportunity in the ESD for the Huron Tigers to make up a little ground, and in that SODAC 16 race as well, as obviously Aberdeen Central just a few spots above them. And we'll take a look at that as we get into it a little bit from that Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard. We'll take a look at the scores and probably have to take a look at those SODAC 16 standings at some point, as well as, if you can believe it, the 12th of February, 4 or 5 games left in the season. Back to the studios here for a 2-minute break for the anthem. We'll come back with starters, and we'll be ready for tip-off. 2 minutes from Tiger girls basketball on KOKK.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products, one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
With nearly 130 stores, 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Treat yourself right and head to Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ kit. Call 352-5097 or stop in and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration feed everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Woodland Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
Your headquarters for sports is Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Lineups for tonight's game. Taking a look here at the lineup card for Aberdeen Central. They'll start a 5'6" senior Ava Yeski, a 5'9" sophomore Camden Borg, a 5'9" senior Kennedy Withers, a 5'7" senior Emma Dorr, and a 6'1" junior Lauren Burkhart. Again, Burkhart, Dorr, Yeski, Borg, and Withers. They'll wear the navy unis, blue unis with the yellow numbers. For the Huron Tigers, they will start a 5'9" junior Addison Knight, a 5'8" senior Allie Davis, a 5'8" senior Hilton Hines, a 5'9" junior Abby Harrington, and a 6-foot senior Chloe Carr. Carr, Harrington, Hines, Davis, and Knight has been the starting lineup here for a good portion, if not all the games, minus possible injuries, I guess. Tigers coming together here, and as we talked about in the pregame show, you want to be playing your best ball there towards the end of the year, and well, undefeated in February, and a big test here tonight in the ESD against Aberdeen Central. Golden Eagles will send Burkhart to the center circle, opposed by Chloe Carr, and we are set for tip-off here at the Huron Arena. Tiger girls in the white unis tonight, orange numbers. Fresh 8 on the board, official to the center circle. Tip is up, and we are underway. Aberdeen Central will come away with the opening tip. Back to Withers. She'll leave it for Dorer, and Dorer will run the point for Burkhart's offense. Down in the right corner now, Williams looks at a three, doesn't want it. Right wing for Yeski. Yeski has it knocked away by Davis. Chased down at the timeline by Camden Borg. Borg on the dribble, top of the key. Hands it off for Withers. Withers drive all the way to the basket. Left hand came up short. Rebound, Carr. Carr ahead to Davis, ahead to Hilton. Hilton across the timeline. Hines dribbles down left side, leaves it for Davis. Davis to the dribble to the top of the key. Here comes Hines. She'll set up right wing as they swing it to Addie Knight on the left wing. Knight, one dribble, left side Harrington, backdoor cut, and trying to scoop one up is Hines, and it's not going to go. Withers the rebound. Nice try there. The pass came a little bit too far ahead of her. Had to just kind of throw it up reverse style with a prayer. No score here at the Huron Arena. 1 minute in. Here's an Aberdeen Central three. That one rattles. Will not go. Offensive rebound, and the putback is in, though, for Camden Borg. And Borg will open the scoring here tonight at the Huron Arena. 2-0 Golden Eagles. Addison Knight, dribble on the left wing. Down in the corner for Harrington. Harrington dribbles out, leaves it for Hines. Hilton going baseline, backs it away, finds Knight on the left wing. Trying to get it inside to Carr. Back to Hines. Hines the isolation drive. Shot no good. Rebound grab by Borg. Aberdeen Central the other way. Hines collecting herself. Gets down to defend. Right wing Williams up top. Withers up top of the key for Aberdeen Central. Ava Yeski on the wing left side. Guarded out there by Hines. A lob inside. Burkhart's going to get a couple of defenders. Fade away, come up short. Rebound, Davis. Davis ahead to Knight. Knight across the timeline for the Tiger girls. Trying to break through. 2-0 Golden Eagles. Harrington baseline inside for Carr. Off the window and in. Chloe Carr opens the scoring for the Tiger girls. Tied at 2. 5:45 to play opening quarter here at the Huron Arena. 10-5. Golden Eagles have lost 2 out of 3. Their last game, though, a win over Mitchell. Here's one off the window, too strong. Harrington there for the rebound. Abby the other way for Addie Knight across midcourt. Knight inside. Carr untouched off the window. It's good. Nice recognition there by Knight. Carr gets her second basket. 4-2 Tigers. Camden Borg across the timeline for Aberdeen Central. Borg has it poked away by Harrington, but finds it shy of the timeline. Fires it off to Withers on the left wing. Right side Dorer down in the right corner. Here's a three. That one's short, but a rebound by Burkhart. Can she get it back up? Now Chloe Carr ties her up, and a jump ball. Jump ball will go to the Tigers, and everything coming up here on early. 5:02 to play opening quarter. 4-2 Tigers. Huron with the inbounds here after the jump ball. Allie Davis across midcourt for Huron. Leaves it for Knight, who in turn leaves it for Hines. Hilton Hines, right side, spins into the lane, goes left. It won't go, but Carr there for the rebound. Carr's pass back up top, ill-advised. Hines has to hit the deck, 2 players with her, and this jump ball will go to Aberdeen. 4:39 remaining, quarter number 1 here at the Huron Arena. Tiger girls leading 4-2. Aberdeen Central the inbounds. Burkhart into Dorr. Dorr heads for the timeline. Here comes 2 defenders across midcourt for Borg. Camden Borg on the dribble to the top of the key, trying to get it back to Dorr. Dorr's going to cut to the basket. Borg, top of the key, Withers. Around the horn, Borg on the left wing. Here's Dorr. Picks up the dribble, into the lane, throws up a shot. Came up short, offensive rebound. Withers ripped out of her hands by Chloe Carr. Carr ahead to Knight. Knight across the timeline, finds Hines left wing. Deep three. No good air ball, but Chloe Carr there for another rebound. Oh, she stepped on the baseline. And the Golden Eagles will get it back. Here comes Jency Gergen in for the first time tonight. She'll replace Harrington. Aberdeen Central will dig in. Cameron Albrecht will come off the bench. She'll replace Ava Yeski. Midway point of the first quarter. 4 minutes to play in the first. 4-2 Huron. Dorer in the backcourt. And a little bump from Davis, and that'll be Allie's first foul. First foul of the game, in fact. Lauren Burkhart will inbound for the Golden Eagles. Well, Peyton Burkhart, a 2018 graduate of Aberdeen Central, and now coaching not only this year, but last year as well, coaching her little sister. Here's point blank, a miss by Borg, but a rebound out of bounds off Gergen will leave it with Aberdeen and a fresh shot clock. Here comes Jayla Schley in for the first time tonight. Aberdeen Central the inbound. Schley, a quick block. Right back outside. Aberdeen Central going to try a 3. That one is good. And that is Emma Dorer from downtown. So 5-4, Aberdeen Central back on top. 3:27 remaining in the opening quarter here at the arena. Schley on the wing, cross court. Hines, another 3. Got it. Hilton Hines from downtown. Oh, make that Allie Davis. My bad. Right, Davis down for the 3. That's what we'll do. And then maybe go talk to Mr. Porish, right? He's the eye doctor, isn't he? Left wing, here's Dorer. 7-5, Tigers back on top. Ball knocked away. Here's a Davis steal. Definitely Allie Davis. Davis going all the way to the basket. Lays it in for 2. A 5-0 run by Davis herself. And the Tigers have a 9-5 lead with 2:46 to play in the first. We'll get a timeout back in a minute. 1 minute on KOKK.
Kaufman Livestock of Huron is a proud supporter of the Huron Tigers in all area high school athletics. Marty, Cody, and Logan Kaufman raise registered Simmental bulls. 2 are former Huron Tigers, 1 a former Alpena Wildcat. Best of luck to all area athletes and the Huron Tigers from Kaufman Livestock of Huron. Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at huronregional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
Your
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Tiger girls forcing Aberdeen Central into a turnover. So Huron will have not only this 9-5 advantage, but the basketball. Schley top of the key. Tried to hit a cutting Hines. Knocked out of bounds by Aberdeen Central's Cameron Albrecht. Here's Davis to inbound for the Tiger girls. Inbounds, quick shot by Hines and a foul. Shot will not go, but a couple of free throws coming. Camden Borg whistled for the foul, her first. It'll be the first on Aberdeen Central. Just one team foul apiece here early on. 2:29 to play first quarter. Tigers up 9-5 as Hines makes it 10-5 and her first point of the night from the free throw line. Addie Knight, Abby Harrington back on. Carr and Davis will check out. Borg is going to get a rest for Aberdeen Central. I think Withers came back in. Withers or Yeski. Second free throw is up and in for Hines, and Hines will make it an 11-5 Tiger lead. Dorer in the backcourt. Across midcourt. Here comes a couple of defenders. Well, the Tigers will switch it up a bit to man. Here on the left wing is a three. This one is no good. Long rebound. A couple of players ended up going down. Schley going to chase it down in the corner. Immediately doubled, but everybody was there for Aberdeen Central, so you just throw it out and you got somebody. Jency Gergen at the other end. Back outside to Schley. Top of the key for Knight, and now they'll reset. Here's Hines driving. Splits a double team. Puts up a shot. It doesn't go, but again, a foul. And Hilton Hines will go to the free throw line. Haley Rogers will check in for the Tigers. After a free throw, Aberdeen Central will bring in a player as well. Fouls on Albrecht, her first. First free throw is in for Hines. Camden Borg back on quickly there as Gergen will check out for the Tigers. Haley Rogers on for the first time tonight. So another free throw here for Hines. All three of her points from the line make it all four of her points as she knocks down another. 13-5, the Tigers lead. Here's Dorer shy of the timeline. Tigers ratcheting up the defensive pressure a bit across the timeline for Burkhart. Burkhart clears it back to Dorer. Dorer at the top of the key. Down in the left corner for Borg. Borg on the dribble. Handoff on the wing for Yeski. Yeski crosses over, drives, almost gave it up. Hilton Hines almost took it away. Here's Borg with 5 on the shot clock. Right side will drive in. Shot on the way. It won't go, but a foul will send Camden Borg to the free throw line for the first Golden Eagle free throws of the night. Fouls on Abby Harrington. That will be her first, second on the team. Minute 19 to play opening quarter. Tigers up 8, 13-5. Camden Borg ready at the free throw line. First is no good. Comes Kennedy Withers back on. Withers to replace Burkhart. Borg ready for another free throw, trying to cut it back to a 7-point game. Tigers up 8, and the second will not go. Tigers on the board. Harrington to Knight. Knight across midcourt for Hines. Hilton on the dribble out near the center circle. 25, plenty of shot clock left. Minute 5 to play here in the opening quarter. Tigers out to a nice early lead. Inside for Harrington. Off the window, too strong. Rebound Dorer. Dorer wanted to push it the other way for Aberdeen Central, but didn't have anywhere to go with it. Finds Borg at the top of the key, and they'll reset. Left wing Yeski. Yeski on the dribble. Back to Dorer. Dorer right side trying to set up Borg in the post. Withers, top of the key. Drives, leaves it out in the corner. A Yeski 3 comes up short. Rebound, Addie Knight. Knight has it knocked away, and a whistle will go against Aberdeen Central. Fouls on Kennedy Withers. That'll be her first, third on the team. And with 37 seconds to play in the opening quarter, the Tigers up 13-5 and will inbound. Lauren Burkhart is back on for Aberdeen Central. Ava Yeski will check out. So Tigers cooking with an early 8-point lead. Chance to make it double digits here as we wind down the opening quarter. Aberdeen Central rated number 5 in the state. They're actually 4th in the SODAC 16 right now. The Tigers are sitting, I believe, 10th. So this is a pretty big game for both respects. Here's Hines across the timeline, 20 on the shot clock, waiting to set up the play. Schley out to set a screen top of the key. Harrington as well. Hines drives past 1, past 2, throws up a runner, and it's in. Sometimes this kid makes it look easy. 15-5, the Tigers up 10. Aberdeen Central, a late shot blocked by Schley, and somehow a foul called. Not quite sure what they might have seen there. But Aberdeen Central, a couple of free throws as Cody Kaufman is trying to get clarification from the official. He's just doing it kind of with an amplified volume, shall we say. Camden Moore go 2 from the free throw line. First one hits the heel, pops straight up and falls in. Borg 3 points. Amador 3 points for Aberdeen Central. That's it for the scoring. They trail 15-6. Borg's second free throw rattles in. And after missing her first 2, she makes her next 2. And with a second left, the Tigers will inbound and take a 15-7 lead into the quarter break. After a quarter here at the Huron Arena, Tigers 15, Golden Eagles 7. Back in a minute with the second quarter. 1 minute on KOKK.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Well, as always, the scoreboard updates are brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air, and we'll get you a Tiger Boys update. The Tiger Boys leading 27-11 with 3 minutes to play in the first half in Aberdeen. Again, here on 29 now. Here on 29, Aberdeen 11. 3 minutes to play in the first half of that one as the boys out to a big lead, and that is our game of the night over on Tiger Radio with Mr. Duffy. Here at the Huron Arena on KOKK, Tiger girls with the ball in a 15-7 lead. Lob inside, Chloe Carr, second quarter just underway. Hines, another 3, rattles, no good. Harrington, the rebound, shot blocked on the way back up. Collected in the corner by Borg, and here come Aberdeen Central. Ava Yeski across the timeline. Yeski on the dribble to the top of the key. Finds Dorer down in the left corner now for Withers. Withers runs into Carr, and Carr will pick up a foul. Chloe's first of the quarter. Aberdeen Central inbounding on their end. Just underway in the second quarter. Knight redirects the pass, but Burkhart gets a hand on it. Burkhart back to Dorer. Dorer drives baseline, throws up a floater. That one's up and over, but an offensive board by Yeski. Yeski to Borg. Borg just right at the top of the key, fires it inside. Burkhart's pass knocked away, picked up by Addie Knight. Addie across the timeline for the Tigers. Left side for Hines. Hines slashes past 1, past 2, throws one up on the way to the basket. And a whistle will send her to the free throw line. Fouls on Kennedy Withers. That'll be 2 on her, and Coach Burkhart will switch out some personnel after a Hines free throw. First free throw good. Hines 5 of 5 from the line, 7 points tonight. She leads all scorers as Withers is replaced by Julia Malsum for the first time this evening. Second free throw for Hines, front iron and no good, rebounded by the Eagles. Dorer back across midcourt, 16-7. Tigers by 9. 7 minutes to play first half. Dorer on the wing, left side, drives past the defender. Shot on the way, and it rattles in for Emma Dorer. So Dorer with 5. Back to a 7-point lead. And again, Carr got behind the defense and gets a layup. Third time tonight, Carr's got a half dozen. Tiger lead back to 9, 18-9. Here's Dorer across midcourt, guarded by Davis. Dorer, top of the key, dribbles to the left wing. Up top now for Borg. Borg on the right side for Withers. Withers back up top. Here's Burkhart. Back to Withers. She'll fire a deep three. Came up short. Rebound. Davis crashes into a Golden Eagle and a whistle. Oh, it's going to be a foul on somebody. Or is it? Yeah, it is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that's on. They said foul. They have not made any indication as to who it was. Oh, okay. I guess it's on Hilton Hines. Coach Kaufman looks as confused as I feel. 18-9. The Tigers by 9. 6:20 to play first half. Inbounds Burkhart might have got away with a travel. Over to Borg. Borg on the drive all the way to the basket. The basket and one for Camden Borg. Fouls on Hilton Hines, so back-to-back whistles on Hines, and Jency Gergen ready to check in. And she will replace Hilton with 6:14 to play here in the first half. Tigers up 18-11, and Camden Borg a chance here to convert on the old-fashioned three, and does not, but Burkhart's there for the rebound. Her shot is blocked, I think, by Carr. Carr over to Knight, and Knight will secure it for the Tigers. Addy back across midcourt. Pass off for Harrington. Harrington top of the key. Drive. Scoops one past the defender. Can't hit. Rebound grabbed by Yeski, and a whistle on the Tigers. I think that's Addison Knight. Her first, but for the Tigers, that'll be their fourth of this quarter. 5 minutes and 56 seconds to play in the first half, and the Golden Eagles are in the bonus next whistle. Dorer across midcourt. Top of the key for Malsom. Back up top, Borg sidesteps for three, and that one is good. Camden Borg has come alive. 5 in the quarter, 9 in the game. Tiger lead is down to 4, 18-14. Gergen, a corner three. Not strong enough. Rebound by Burkhart. Lauren Burkhart the other way. Across court to Dorer. Dorer across the timeline. Sets up on the right wing. Trying to get Burkhart set up in the post, but Addie Knight doing a pretty good job there. Left wing, here's a Malsom three. That one is no good. Burkhart got a hand on the rebound. Knight took it away, and Burkhart hit the floor. Wanted a call, didn't get one. Davis the other way. Alley into the lane. Scoops up the left hand. No good. Carr there for the rebound. Put back won't go. Now Burkhart the board. Lauren in the backcourt. Swings it ahead to Malsom. Malsom across the timeline for Aberdeen Central. Golden Eagles on a run. Tiger lead is 4, 18-14. Camden Borg on a 5-0 run of her own. 10 on the shot clock. Here's another Borg three, and again it's good. Camden Borg from long range. 8 in the quarter, a dozen in the game. It's a 1-point Tiger lead, 18-17. We'll get a full timeout from Cody Kaufman. We're back in a minute, 60 seconds on KOKK.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
Pro Clean Plus offers epoxy floor coating for garages, basements, and outdoor patios. as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at Pro Clean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East or check out their website at procleanplus.net. Pro Clean Plus is a proud sponsor of Huron Tiger Sports.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
2 threes and 2 twos here in this quarter for Aberdeen Central. A 10-3 advantage here in the second quarter has turned an 8-point Tiger lead into a 1-point advantage. 18-17 Huron. Tigers with the ball. Hines driving baseline on Yeski all the way to the basket. Shot is up and in. Hines 3 in the quarter, 9 in the game. Tiger lead is back to 3 at 2017. Here's Dorer across the timeline, guarded up there by Hines. Left side, Borg. Borg looks at 3, doesn't want it, drives baseline, throws up a runner, and another whistle. I'm sure that's against the Tigers, so that'll mean free throws. So Addie has 2, Hilton has 2, Allie, Abby, Chloe all have 1. And Aberdeen Central in the bonus for the next 4 minutes. Borg good on the first free throw attempt. Schley will come in. Knight will check out for Huron. Another free throw for Camden Borg. 2-point game. Aberdeen Central trailing here at the Huron Arena. Second free throw is up and in, and it's a 1-point affair, 20-19 Huron. Tigers with the ball. Hines across the timeline for the Tigers. Davis, right side. Drives baseline. Shut down by Dorer. Now Allie's got to give it up. Scoops it to a cutting Hilton Hines. How did Hines make that adjustment? Somehow scoops it up and in. 5 in the quarter, 11 in the game. Hines into double figures. Tiger lead is 3, 22-19. Aberdeen Central with the ball on their end, 20 on the shot clock. Out on the right wing, it's Albrecht. Burkhardt high post, back outside, Dorer for 3. And it almost crawled up and in. Came off the side of the rim, grabbed by Aberdeen Central, but on the baseline. And she's out of bounds, and the Tigers will have it. Julia Malsom ready to check in for Aberdeen Central. She'll replace Cameron Albrecht. So Yeski, Dorer, Borg, Burkhardt, and Malsom on the floor for the Golden Eagles. Carr. Here's Hines. Schley is out there. Gergen and Davis. Davis top of the key. Ends up on the deck, and Aberdeen Central will take the ball away. Here's Malsom across midcourt for the Golden Eagles. Somebody get a body on Camden Borg as she was raining threes earlier on. Here's Dorer, right side. Lob in. Burkhardt got behind the defense, and she'll get a layup. Lauren Burkhardt's first points of the night comes with 2:27 to play in the first half. 22-21. Tiger lead is 1. Here's Hilton Hines across midcourt, going to work for the Tigers. Left side of 3. Hines' 3 is no good. Davis trying to save it in off an Aberdeen Central player. Did she? Nice heads-up play by Allie Davis, kind of soaring in and throwing it off of a Golden Eagle. Gergen's going to check out for Harrington. Carr's checking out for Schley. Schley, Davis, Rogers is on. Harrington and Hines. Pass inside to a cutting Hilton Hines, and she'll get another layup. Hines 7 in the quarter, 13 in the game. Tiger lead back to 3, 24-21. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Malsom on the right wing for Aberdeen Central. Top of the key to Yeski, back to Malsom as Yeski almost lost it. Rogers just about got herself a steal. Borg going to fire a 3, and that one's good. Camden Borg, her third 3 of the quarter. She's got 13 in the quarter, 17 in the game. Tied at 24 with a minute and a half to play in the half. Here's Hines, past 2 defenders, scoops a shot up. It won't go, but a foul. So Hilton Hines will go back to the free throw line as we'll check and see who the foul is on. Looks to be on Julia Malsom. Malsom's first, second on Aberdeen here in the quarter. Hines, the only Tiger to shoot a free throw tonight. She's 5 out of 6. First is no good. Schley will check out. Carr back on for the Tigers. So another free throw for Hines. Made her first 4, missed her last 2. Off the heel, this one pops up and out. Rebound Aberdeen Central. So it'll stay a 24-all tie with 90 seconds to play in the half. Aberdeen Central did lead 2-0. Here's a 3 from Dorer, no good. Rebound Davis. Davis ahead to Hines. Hines going at a couple of Golden Eagles. Sidesteps them, goes with the left hand and puts it in. 9 in the quarter, 15 in the game for Hilton Hines. 26-24, Tigers by 2, 1 minute to play in the first half. Here's Dorer on the right wing for Aberdeen Central. Yeski top of the key. Left wing, Malsom for 3. No good. Long rebound out to Hines. Hines trying to set up Carr underneath. Backs it away. Back outside to Harrington. Abby the drive. Kicks it back out. Carr a long 2. That one is no good off front iron. Rebound Burkhart. And Aberdeen Central with 30 seconds or 35 seconds to play in the half. Another chance to tie or maybe take the lead, and Coach Burkhart wants to talk it over. 26-24 Tigers, Aberdeen ball when we come back in 30 seconds. A 30-second timeout on KOKK.
Godfather's Pizza of Huron offers dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizzas, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air. Seven Suns Heating and Air for all your, heating and air needs. Get a hold of them at Seven Suns Heating and Air. So the Tiger Boys on the road leading at the half 32-13. That's our game of the night over on Tiger Radio on 1340 AM, 95.3 FM, KIJV. Elsewhere in girls basketball, just Spearfish and Custer tonight. Not a lot of games going on. At the B level, Arlington whipping James Valley Christian 52-15 after 3. Hitchcock, Tulare, and Wessington Springs tied at 33 with a minute to play in that game. And Wolsey Wessington leading DeSmet 12-11 with a minute to play in the first half of that. All girls basketball scores courtesy of Seven Suns Heating and Air. Tiger Boys up big on the road. Tiger Girls up 2 here at home. Aberdeen Central with the ball, 10 on the shot clock as we near halftime. They get it inside to Burkhart, off the window. That one is good. And Burkhart's second basket ties us at 26 with 10 seconds to play in the half. Davis across midcourt, give and go, Chloe Carr. Carr's shot affected by Burkhart, and a whistle will send Chloe Carr to the free throw line. Lauren Burkhart whistled for her first foul. So 2 seconds to play in the half. Chloe Carr a chance to break the tie. A half dozen tonight for Carr. Couple of free throws here. First is off the heel and no good. And the Tigers, after making their first 5 free throws, have now missed 4 straight. Carr still a chance to break the tie with 2 seconds to play in the half. Chloe steps up for her second free throw. That one is on the way and good. And Carr will make it a 27-26 Tiger lead. Aberdeen Central trying to get a shot at the half, but they will not. And at the half at the Huron Arena, the Tiger girls holding on to a 1-point lead, 27-26. Back to the studios for 2 minutes. We'll come back with a halftime show, 2 minutes on 1210 KOKK.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultation, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics that pop? PB Sports, of course. Proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron. Signature Plus Downtown Huron specializes in embroidered and screen-printed items and awards. Signature Plus does all work in-house with the latest in technology and equipment, paying attention to the smallest details. Screen printing and embroidery, stop by for your Huron Tiger sports apparel and for casual business wear. Located at 363 Wisconsin Avenue Southwest, downtown Huron. Signature Plus, supporting the Huron Tigers.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
(1340) KIJV is Tiger Radio. It's halftime. Let's join the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Well, as I have been passing along throughout the course of this game, you certainly could join Mr. Duffy. Duffy live with the Tiger Boys over on Tiger Radio on 1340 AM, 95.3 FM on KIJV. The Tiger Boys up big on the road. They were up quite a bit at the half. We'll get a look at that score here on our Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard in a moment. First, the scoreboard here at the Huron Arena has the Tiger girls leading 27-26. 3 lead changes in this game. Aberdeen Central led by 2 right away early in this game. The Tigers led by 10 late in the first quarter. Aberdeen Central kind of came back, dominated that second quarter, able to get it to a 1-point affair here at the break. There was a couple of ties there late in the quarter. Chloe Carr's free throw broke that tie with 2 seconds to play in the half and put the Huron Tigers up here at the break 27-26. So the Tiger girls here at home leading at the half 27-26. The rest of your scoreboard update brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air. Call 352-5316. That number again, 605-352-5316. Or stop by 111 Dakota Avenue North at Seven Suns Heating and Air. And they bring us this scoring update as the Tiger boys on the road at Aberdeen. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter of that one. The Huron Tiger boys up big, 38-19. Again, the Huron boys 38, Aberdeen Central 19. That's our game of the night over on Tiger Radio as the Tiger boys up big in the third quarter. Taking a look at other scores. I don't think we really have any other boys scores around. Castlewood leading Oldham Ramona Rutland, I guess, 17-6. Hitchcock Tuller will take on Weston Springs later tonight. James Valley Christian will play Arlington. And I think those are both the back ends of double headers. Girls basketball scores tonight. Arlington ahead of James Valley Christian 52-15 after 3. Weston Springs leading Hitchcock Tulare 38-36 with under a minute to play. Wolsey Wessington on top of DeSmet after one quarter, 23-11 as Wolsey Wessington's girls exploding for 23 opening quarter points as they take on that DeSmet in that reschedule game from earlier on this season. And of course, the Tiger girls here at home leading Aberdeen Central at the break 27-26. Tigers trying to pull off a big ESD win, big Sodak 16 win, and really just a big win. They've won 4 in a row and confidence building, and boy, would this be a big one for this Tiger girls squad. Back to the studios for another 2 minutes. We'll come back, put a finer point on these numbers, and we'll be about ready for a second half of basketball at the break at the Huron Arena. Tiger Girls 27, Aberdeen Central 26. 2 minutes to more halftime. 2 minutes on KOKK.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bischoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bischoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance your existing home? I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Back to the Huron Arena here. Tiger Girls leading by a single point at the break, 27-26. Peyton Burkhart and her Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. 5 points for Emma Dorr, 4 points for Lauren Burkhart, and Camden Borg went crazy in the second quarter. 17 points in the half. 13 of those came in the second quarter, where she went 3 of 5 from downtown. Camden Borg, 17 points to lead all scorers for Aberdeen Central. Golden Eagles score 7 in the first, 19 in the second, 26 in the half. Aberdeen Central 9 of 25 from the field, 36%. 4 of 13 from 3 at 31%. 4 of 7 from the free throw line, or about 57%. Aberdeen Central is out rebounded here on 15-13. They're led by Lauren Burkhart with 7 boards. 3 assists so far for Emma Dorr, and 5 turnovers though for Aberdeen Central compared to just 2 for the Tigers. For the Huron Tigers, 7 points for Chloe Carr, 1 of 2 from the line, 5 for Allie Davis. Davis knocked down the only Tiger 3. And Hilton Hines with 15. Hines went for 6 in the first, 9 in the second, 15 in the half. Tigers scored 15 in the first, 12 in the second, 27 in the first half. They're 6 of 10 from the free throw line, or 60%. 1 of 5 from downtown, or 20%. 10 of 23 from the field, or about 43%. As I mentioned, they've been out rebounded 15-13. They are currently led by 3 different players in the rebounding department. Addie Knight, Abby Harrington, and Chloe Carr all have 3 apiece. So far, the Tigers have turned the ball over two times in the game. 6 assists on the night. Allie Davis, 3 of those. Tigers also 4 steals, 2 of those by Chloe Carr. So those are the numbers from the first half of this one. Of course, the biggest number here on Tigers 27, Aberdeen Central 26. Back in 30 seconds with the second half of basketball live from the Huron Arena. 30 seconds on 12:10 KOKK.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Tiger girls trying to secure a 5th straight victory. Be a big ESD win. Be a big win for the Tiger girls. Be a big confidence builder. Big ESD victory. A big SODAC 16 victory. Aberdeen Central rated number 5 in the state. They're 4th overall in the SODAC 16 standings. So, again, a big opportunity for these Tiger girls. A lot of fouls in the first half. Addie Knight, 2. Hilton Hines, 2. All the rest of the Tiger starters have a foul. The Golden Eagles were in the bonus for almost 5 minutes of that second quarter. Only were able to get a couple of free throws out of it, though. Aberdeen Central with the possession arrow. Second half is underway, and it will start right where the last half ended, on a whistle. This one, however, not a foul. Burkhart will inbound for Aberdeen Central. They'll hold on to the ball. They didn't get a new shot clock, so this maybe even a kick or something. I don't know. Here's Borg, high post. Addie Knight out to defend that. Borg backs it away, and boy, you don't want to give her a look from 3. She was knocking them down in that second quarter. Withers, drive from the baseline, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound tipped up by Burkhart. Withers comes up with it, knocked away by Davis, and Davis double dribbled. Got a little excited as she came out with the basketball untouched. I don't think she expected that. She expected Burkhart to body her up, I'm pretty sure. Dorer will inbound for the Golden Eagles, and now a fresh shot clock. Inbounds and a block by Carr. Oh, and then it went off of the shooter, Kennedy Withers, and out of bounds. So the Tigers get the ball as well. Davis into Hines. Hines across midcourt. Back to Davis on the right wing. Top of the key, Addie Knight. Left corner, Abby Harrington. Pass in to Hines. Slipped the defender. Missed with the left hand. Rebound grabbed by Yeske. Yeske leaves it off for Dorer. Dorer back across the timeline. Aberdeen Central a chance to take their first lead since the opening minute. Inside for Borg. Borg tries a fadeaway. No good. Got her own rebound. Let's try it again. It's up and in. Borg's got 19. And Aberdeen Central takes their first lead since the opening minute, 28-27. Inside to Carr. Left hand sits on the front of the iron. It won't go. Rebound by Burkhart. Burkhart over to Dorer. Dorer across midcourt. Dorer on the dribble, right wing. Down in the corner for Yeske. Yeske looks at a 3, doesn't want it. Burkhart on the wing. Cross court to Dorer. Dorer left side, guarded out there by Harrington. Now Carr on the switch. Dorer now stuck with the ball. Got to give it up. Finds Borg out near the timeline. Borg the drive, leaves it back. Dorer a deep 3, and that one's good. Emma Dorer a long 3. 5-0 Aberdeen Central run. Golden Eagles lead 31-27. Here's Davis trying to go all the way to the basket. Gets fouled by the Golden Eagles. Borg or Burkhart both were there. Or maybe not a foul? I guess not. Must have just been out of bounds on Aberdeen Central then. So Davis, the inbounds, cutting Addie Knight off the window and good. Addison Knight, her first basket. 31-29, Aberdeen Central by 2. Dorer across midcourt. On the dribble. Stops on the left wing. High post Withers, looking inside for Burkhart, threw it away. Turnover back to the Tigers. Cameron Albrecht will come back in. She'll replace Borg. 5:37 to play here in the third quarter. Golden Eagles a 31-29 lead. Here's Davis across the timeline for the Tigers. Leaves it off for Knight. Knight, the handoff for Hines. Hines almost mishandling that one. Hines at the free throw line. Pass inside for Carr. Too strong off the window. Rebound Burkhart. Burkhart over to Dorer. Dorer across the timeline. Pass inside now for Withers. Back outside to Yeske. Dorer at the top of the key. Left wing for Albrecht. Up top, Withers looks at 3. Doesn't want it. Albrecht on the wing left side. Back to Withers. Right side for Dorer. Top of the key. Here's a deep three. That one is no good for Albrecht. Rebound all the way out to Addie Knight at the top of the key. Knight for Davis. Davis to Harrington. Harrington, a little hesitation. Drives to the free throw line. Right wing Davis. Looks at three. Doesn't want it. Drives baseline on Burkhart. High off the window. Too strong. Rebound, though. Grabbed by Carr. Carr back out to Knight. No new shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Davis left wing. Pass inside. Trying to get it to Hines. Ball knocked away and a foul called on Dorr. So Emma Dorr whistled for her first as Borg will check back in for the Golden Eagles. Kennedy Withers will check out. 4:25 left here in the third. 31-29, Aberdeen Central by 2. And Davis and the 5-second call and a turnover back to the Golden Eagles. Kaufman letting the official know how he felt about a play that was going on away from the ball. Pass inside Burkhart. Burkhart into a couple of defenders. Fires it up. No good. Rebound tipped out by Davis. Picked up by Aberdeen Central. Here's a three by Yeski. Halfway down the can and rattled out. And Burkhart with the rebound, the putback, and a foul. So that'll make it a 7-2 run to open the third quarter. And Burkhart a chance to tack on another. Gergen is back on. She'll replace Harrington. Burkhart at the free throw line. Free throw's no good. Knight tips the rebound to herself. So 33-29, a 4-point Aberdeen Central lead. Hines splits a double team, throws up a shot and a whistle. Going to send Hines to the line. Fouls on Cameron Albrecht, her second. Hines back to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Tigers as a team, 7 of 11 from the stripe. Hines herself is 6 out of 8, 16 points on the night for Hilton Hines. Hilton ready with another. Second is on the way, and that one is good. 33-31. Golden Eagle lead is 2 at the midway point of the third quarter. Emma Dorr across the timeline for Aberdeen Central. Inside, Burkhart got behind the defense, got the basket, and another foul. I think it's Davis. So Knight, Davis, Hines, 2 apiece. Harrington and Carr each with 1. Carr's going to check out for Gergen. Schley's back on. Hines, Knight, and Davis, the other 3. Burkhart, another free throw. This one's on the way and good. 5 in the quarter, 9 in the game for Lauren Burkhart. Aberdeen Central, their biggest lead, 36-31. Hines drives coast to coast, splits a double team, and lays it in. 19 for Hines. 3-point game, Golden Eagle ball when we come back with 3.5 minutes left in the third. We'll take a 30-second break. No, let's make it a minute. We'll take a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Treat yourself right and head to Dairy Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop in and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Dakota Sports.
Back to the Huron Arena, 3.5 minutes left, third quarter. Tiger girls' biggest lead in this game was 10. Aberdeen Central's biggest lead was 5 just moments ago. Right now, a 3-point game, 36-33. Tigers implementing some full court pressure here as Dorer takes it across the timeline. Leaves it out for Borg, who gets an open look at 3. No good. Offensive board, though. Turn around and a quick putback from Malsom will go. Another offensive rebound, and now a whistle. Oh, that's on the Tigers. Wow. That's on Davis. Well, they've got it as her 4th, I guess. I must have missed one earlier because, yeah. Free throw here for Withers. First free throw is good. Harrington back on to replace Davis with 4 fouls. Withers, second free throw is good. Kennedy Withers knocks down both free throws, her first points of the contest. Aberdeen Central back to their biggest lead, 38-33, 3:10 to play in the third quarter here at the Huron Arena. Abby Harrington for 3, no good. Rebound, Withers. Withers turns it up court for Aberdeen Central. Left wing Yeski inside for Burkhart. Burkhart had it knocked away by Schley, found the handle. Back outside, here's Dorer for 3, no good. Rebound Harrington. Harrington tied up, and another quick whistle on Aberdeen Central. Julia Malsom whistled for her second. That'll be 3 on Aberdeen here in the quarter. 2:51 to play in the third. Aberdeen Central 38, Huron 33. Knight the inbounds for Hines. Hines across midcourt, working off the Harrington screen. Give and go. Harrington cuts to the basket, came up short. Rebound grabbed by Yeski. Yeski back across midcourt for Dorer. Dorer on the wing left side. Aberdeen Central trying to build their biggest lead of the game with 2.5 minutes left in the third. Yeski, Dorer, left wing Withers for 3. No good. Easy offensive rebound there for Ava Yeski. Yeski crosses over, drives baseline on Knight. Now shut down. Got to kick it out and does to Dorer. Left wing Withers drives past the defender. Harrington blocks it from behind, and it's out of bounds off Huron. 24 on the shot clock, 2:10 to play in the third. Aberdeen Central 38, Huron 33. Dorer ready to inbound as Chloe Carr is back on for the Tigers. Carr to replace Addison Knight. Dorer again will inbound for Aberdeen Central. 24 on the shot clock, and they threw it away. Burkhart's arguing that it went off Carr or Schley or somebody, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. I think she's trying to sneak one out there. E for effort. Denied. 38-33. Aberdeen Central by 5. Tigers. Chance here to get it back to a possession as Hines is across the timeline. Right wing for Schley. Shayla Schley looking around. Top of the key, Gergen. A deep 3. No good. Rebound, Aberdeen Central. Dorer back across midcourt for the Golden Eagles. Right side, Borg, an open 3. Got it. Camden Borg hit 3 of those in quarter 2. That's her 4th of the game. She's got 22 points to lead Aberdeen Central. 90 seconds left in the third. And the Golden Eagles have their biggest lead of 8 points, 41-33. And here's a foul on Aberdeen Central. It's on Camden Borg, her second. Tigers a whistle away from the bonus as Gergen checks out for Addie Knight. Harrington to inbound for the Tigers. 95 seconds left here in the third quarter. Knight the inbounds on the left wing. Aberdeen Central up 8. It's turned around significantly since an early 10-point lead for the Tigers. Hines working it up, working it under, can't get it to go. Rebound is out of bounds off the Tigers. So Golden Eagles now with a chance at a double-digit lead of their own. Here's Dorer back across midcourt for Aberdeen Central. Dorer on the left wing for Withers. Now Dorer on the right wing. She's open for three. No good. Offensive rebound, though. Withers going right back up. That one blocked, I think, by Carr or maybe Schley. Either way, picked up by Hines across the timeline for Knight. Eddie Knight stops the dribble, top of the key. Inside for Carr. Carr had it knocked out of her hands, or Schley had it knocked out of her hands. Chloe Carr was there to pick it up and convert. Carr's got 9. Aberdeen leads by 6, 41-35. Final 30 seconds here of the third, and kind of a big chance for the Tigers as Aberdeen Central had a chance to make it 10. Not only were they denied, but the Tigers got a basket. And boy, a stop here and another basket would go a long way. Here's Dorer on the wing left side. Right side, Yeski. Now Borg looks at a deep three, doesn't want it. Back to Yeski. Corner three is good. Tigers' final seconds of the third almost turn it over on the inbounds. Did they? They did. Hines went diving after it, as did Dorer. Both had touched the ball there, and the officials say Aberdeen Central. So another big swing for the Golden Eagles as they get one on their end with the final seconds of the third. It's Dorer off the glass, won't go, and after three, Aberdeen Central builds their biggest lead of the game, 44-35. We're back in a minute with the fourth quarter. 1 minute on KOKK.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier. Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at huronregional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
Your headquarters for sports is Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Aberdeen Central dominates the third. 18-8 the advantage, a 10-point swing in that third quarter. And Tigers take a 1-point lead into the halftime locker rooms, now trail by 9, and Aberdeen Central with a ball and a chance at a double-digit lead to open up the fourth quarter. Withers high post working on Carr. Cross court, here's Dorer open for three. No good. Rebound, high rebound, comes down to Carr. Carr over to Hines. Hines, coast to coast, kicks it out in the corner, and a whistle away from the ball will go on the Golden Eagles. Ava Yeski whistled for her first. Davis will inbound for the Tigers. 44-35, Aberdeen Central by 9. Inbounds Hines. Hines fires one up on the baseline, and that rattles in. 21 for Hilton Hines. And again, the Golden Eagles fail to get it to double digits, and they give the Tigers a basket. So Huron definitely 100% in this game. Here's Carr, a nice block on Withers. Withers gets it back outside Yeski for three, and that one is good. Yeski's second three, she's got 6, and there's your 10-point game, 47-37 Golden Eagles. 7 minutes left here at the Huron Arena, and the Tigers turn it over. Knight left it out in the corner for Davis, and Davis had it just go off her hands and out of bounds. So the Golden Eagles now matching the biggest Tiger lead. Golden Eagles lead 47-37, and Chance to add on to that. Here's Dorer on the wing. Had it knocked away by Hines and out of bounds. Aberdeen Central will inbound in front of their own bench. Burkhardt the inbounds for Dorer. Dorer on the wing. Here's Yeski from the corner. Dribbles out of the corner. Around the horn, Withers on the right wing. Back to Yeski left side. Looks at three. Doesn't want it. Here's Withers with 5 on the shot clock. Yeski will fire that deep three. That one no good. Rebound Borg tied up with Hines. And the jump ball is going to go to the Tigers. Tigers going to bring Jency Gergen back on. Gergen will replace Haley Rogers with 6:21 to play here at the arena. 47-37, Golden Eagles by 10. Lob inside for Carr, knocked away. Yeski to steal. Right side, here's Dorer. 3 minutes past 8 o'clock. You're listening to Huron Tiger Girls Basketball on 1210 AM, KOKK in Huron. Remember, stay tuned. Gary's El Auto Glass post-game report will come your way after. We'll talk Signature Plus player of the game. We'll have a conversation with Cody Kaufman. We're on the inbounds. Aberdeen 3 is no good. Offensive board Withers, and the putback is in. Kennedy Withers, all 4 of her points here in the second half. Aberdeen Central biggest lead of the night is 12, 49-37. Davis backing her way into the paint, knocked away. Withers a steal. Withers all by herself at the other end. Lefty off the glass is good. 14-point lead, 51-37. Kaufman wants a timeout. We'll do it too. We're back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
The Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Well, scoreboard updates are brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air here at the arena. Aberdeen Central is taking control. They lead the Tiger Girls 51-37, 5:25 to play. Tiger Boys win easily on the road at Aberdeen Central. The final in the boys game here on 64, Aberdeen Central 40. Again, the Tiger Boys win easy on the road. Scoreboard update brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air. Tigers just had one go out of bounds off their hands. So the turnover back to Aberdeen Central. Golden Eagles a chance to pour on some more. 7-2 the advantage here in the fourth. 18-8 was the advantage in the third. And Hines bumps into Dorer, and Hilton Hines will pick up her third foul. Harrington back on for the Tigers. She'll replace Knight with 5:12 to play. Thanks again to Seven Suns Heating and Air for bringing us scoreboard updates. Tiger Boys win big on the road, 64-40, never a doubt. Here's Dorer, the drive. Shot came up short. Hines the rebound. Hines up court, across the timeline for Gergen. Gergen for Harrington. Harrington the drive, kicks it in the corner for a Davis three. That one off the mark. Rebound tipped and taken by Dorer. We go the other way with Aberdeen Central. Dorer left side, cross court to Borg. Borg looks at three, doesn't want it, drives baseline. Back out to Burkhardt on the wing right side, hits a cutting Dorer. Dorer shot blocked and fouled by Hines. So that'll be Hines' fourth. Haley Rogers check back in for the Tigers. Aberdeen Central 7 of 11 from the line tonight. Make it 8 of 12 as Doerer is good on the first. Doerer, a pair of threes in the game tonight. 9 points now with that first made free throw. Chance to get to double digits here. Second is on the way, and that one is in. So Emma Doerer converts on both. She's got 10. Second Golden Eagle in double figures. One more awful close. Here's Davis. Baseline drive. Back outside to Gergen in the corner. Or Rogers, rather. Rogers stops the dribble. Got to dump it off. Fires it inside to Hilton Hines. Hines back out to Harrington for three. No good. Rebound Aberdeen Central. Burkhart will come away with it. 4:10 remaining. Aberdeen Central has opened up a 16-point lead, 53-37. Withers on the right side for the Golden Eagles. Kennedy Withers, all 6 of her points have come in the second half. Second half's been much more friendly than the first half for Aberdeen Central. Here's Withers from 12 feet. No good. Burkhart there for the rebound. Missed the putback. Rebound this time is out of bounds off Withers, and the Tigers will have it. Tigers will set to inbound. Rogers brings it in to Hines. Davis, rather. Davis across the timeline. Top of the key, drive. Hines leaves it inside. Carr gets blocked out of bounds. And the Tigers will inbound. Davis ready to bring it in for the Tigers. Lob into a cutting Harrington. Too strong off the window. Rebound Withers. Withers for Burkhart back to Doerer, and Doerer across the timeline, and we'll get a Burkhart timeout. 53-37, Golden Eagles by 16 with 3:16 to play here at the arena. Back in 30 seconds on KOKK.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday, Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Scoreboard updates brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air. And again, the Tiger boys win easily on the road tonight. 64-40 was your final in that one. We'll try to get you some other scores passed along as soon as possible. Of course, all scores brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air. Tiger boys win big on the road. Tiger girls down big here at home. 53-37 is now the score. Aberdeen Central leading. Arlington beat James Valley Christian tonight in girls hoops, 54-27. Weston Springs and Hitchcock-Tulare went to overtime. Weston Springs wins that one 48-41. Wolsey-Wessington up 10 on DeSmet, 47-37. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter there. Here's another Yeski three, no good. Burkhart tips the rebound, but a whistle, and we're going the other way as Lauren Burkhart picks up, well, maybe not on Burkhart, but somebody for Aberdeen. Kennedy Withers. Boys scores, James Valley Christian leading Arlington 18-10 after a quarter. Mentioned the Tiger boys, a big win tonight. So, scoreboard updates brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air. Inside Harrington, outside Davis. 3-ball, got it. Allie Davis from long range. 13 the lead for Aberdeen Central with 2.5 minutes to play. 53-40 the Golden Eagles lead. Davis trying to jump in the way of a pass, ended up running into Dorr, and I guess they just call it out of bounds. Burkhart ready to bring it in for the Golden Eagles. Inbounds for Dorr near the timeline. Of course, they will take their time. 13-point lead, 2:20 to play. Burkhart high post. Ball knocked away from Burkhart by Rogers, and a whistle. And that'll be Haley Rogers first.
Fouls on number 5, Rogers. 13
Chloe Carr back in here. She'll replace Rogers. Allie Davis playing with 4 fouls. Hilton Hines playing with 4 fouls. Inbounds to Burkhart. Knight goes to work on her. Burkhart outside for Yeski. Yeski down into the right corner. Withers back to Yeski. Yeski, a nice look at 3, but not going to fire that one up. Not at this point of the game. Here's a 3, and that one is good. All 3 of Yeski's threes in the second half. Tigers down 16. Go right inside to Carr. Carr off the window is no good. Rebound Davis, and the ball out of bounds off the Tigers. Kaufman is out on the floor looking for a timeout. 56-40. The Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles lead by 16 here. We'll get a 30-second timeout for Kaufman. 30 seconds. We'll be back. 30 seconds on KOKK.
ProClean Plus offers epoxy floor coating for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at ProClean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at procleanplus.net. ProClean Plus is a proud sponsor of Huron Tiger Sports.
Dakota Sports.
A minute 42 remaining, and Kaufman and the official are still going back and forth on the baseline there, and I got to believe it. It didn't lead to any sort of official warning, but I'm sure there might have been a personal plea there. Here's Borg across midcourt as Aberdeen Central trying to break the Tiger press, and they do. Dorr at the top of the key finds Borg on the wing. Borg crosses over, drives past the defender, missed a layup. Rebound Harrington. Harrington out ahead to Hines. Hines on the right wing. Inside for Davis. Davis blocked on the way up, and Aberdeen Central is going to come away with the ball. Now it gets away from Dorr. Davis goes to chase it down, and Dorr was out of bounds. So the Tigers will have it. Too little, too late at this point. Tigers down 16 with a minute 6 remaining. Inbounds, Knight steps back for 3. Comes up short. And a foul on the rebound. Will walk the other way. Oh, nope, not quite bonus time yet, but it is a Tiger foul.
Her second.
Abby Harrington second. 4th on the team, so next whistle will send Aberdeen to the free throw line. Dorr shy of the timeline, finds Burkhart. Burkhart across midcourt. Pass tipped, almost stolen by Harrington. Knocked away by Davis, almost stolen by Alley as well. Now Knight comes in, and they do end up stealing it. Davis across midcourt. Left side, drives in, had it knocked away, and a whistle on Aberdeen Central. Be on Kennedy Withers, her 4th. Tigers will inbound with now 37 seconds remaining. Aberdeen Central 56-40, so Golden Eagles will collect their 11th win. The Tigers' win streak is snapped at 4, and the Tigers will fall to 9-8. Hines tripped up on her way to the basket, and a jump ball is now called. And that'll go to the Golden Eagles. No shot clock, so Aberdeen Central can dribble this one out if the Tigers are going to allow it. There's a ball knocked away. Here's a steal. Harrington the layup. Harrington's first basket comes with 23 seconds left. Cuts it to a 14-point game. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Yeah, 30-second break. 30 seconds on KOKK.
Kaufman Livestock of Huron is a proud supporter of the Huron Tigers in all area high school athletics. Marty, Cody, and Logan Kaufman raise registered Simmental bulls. 2 are former Huron Tigers, 1 a former Alpena Wildcat. Best of luck to all area athletes and the Huron Tigers from Kaufman Livestock of Huron.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Tigers defending an inbounds here. They get it into Dorr, and Aberdeen Central really just having to kind of cross the timeline. Tigers steal. They get it inside to Hines for the layup. So Hines with 8.5, 23 in the game. Here's another steal. Davis for Hines. Hines offensive foul. So Hilton Hines will actually foul out on that play. And one of the Golden Eagle players is down. Oh, waiting for one of the Golden Eagles down there as they take a look at her. I think what ended up happening, she went down and got the back of her head on the floor when she went down. Must not have been able to stop her fall. And now Coach Burkhardt and the athletic trainer Steve Freiberg are helping her up. And now it is Lauren Burkhardt, and now she is up and will walk to the bench under her own power. So good sign for holding the back of her head, though. So must have ended up hitting her head at some point in the exchange. And Aberdeen Central going to inbound one more time. 5.5 seconds remaining. It is a 12-point game, and now the Tigers will concede as Aberdeen Central will win their 11th game of the season, the final 56-44 over the Huron Tigers. We'll send it to the studios here for a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back after 2 minutes with a Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame report. Again, a 2-minute break. Tiger girls fall to Aberdeen Central 56-44. Back in 2 minutes with the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame report. 2 minutes on KOKK.
Godfrey's Pizza of Huron offers dine-in, carry-out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry-out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located on 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics that pop? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers. PB Sports, downtown Huron.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bischoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bischoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
I think since you could make songs your ringtones.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of area high school sports and sponsor of the post-game show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron.
The Huron Tiger post-game report on Tiger 95 is brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Once again, Matt Watson sitting in for Mr. Duffy tonight. Jeff on the road with the Tiger boys, and we'll start off our Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report with a scoreboard. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air, 111 Dakota Avenue North in Huron. Call 605-352-5316 for Seven Suns Heating and Air. And Seven Suns Heating and Air brings us our scoreboard. Tiger girls fall tonight 56-44. Their record goes to 9-8, while Aberdeen Central improves to 11-5. The Huron Tiger boys picked up their 13th win of the year tonight. 12th win of the year. They'll go to 12-4. Aberdeen Central falls to 1-14 as the Tiger boys win on the road 64-40. Other finals in high school basketball: girls hoops. Arlington beat JVC tonight 54-27. Weston Springs beat Hitchcock-Tulare girls in overtime 48-41. Wolsey Wessington up 10 on DeSmet's girls with under a minute to play in the third, 52-42. Boys scores: James Valley Christian leading Arlington 32-15. 3 minutes left in the first half of that one. Hitchcock-Tulare and Weston Springs will play later this evening, and that's a check of area scores. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by Seven Suns Heating and Air. Back to the postgame report. Postgame report, of course, sponsored by Gary Zell Auto Glass. Well, the Tiger girls jumped out to an early lead. They led by 10 late in the opening quarter. A late 2 by Camden Borg would make it an 8-point game at the end of the first. The Tigers led 15-7. Aberdeen Central would win the second quarter by a final tally of 19-12. That would make it a 1-point Tiger lead at the half. Third quarter, all Aberdeen Central. The Golden Eagles dropped in 4 threes, hit for 18 points, and beat the Tigers in the third 18-8. They also win that fourth quarter 12-9. They win going away 56-44. Aberdeen Central again goes to 11-5 and has now won back-to-back games. The Tigers see their 4-game win streak come to an end, and they go to 9-8. Some more numbers coming up, more statistics from the game here tonight. We'll also have a word with Coach Cody Kaufman here in the post-game show as the Tiger girls fall tonight by a final of 56-44. Take another 2-minute timeout and come back with the stats. A 2-minute break. Back with more Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report. 2 minutes on KOKK.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Huron Eye Clinic is proud to sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment, or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance your existing home? I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to the Huron Arena. Checking in on this Tiger boys. More information here. The Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard. 64-40, the Tiger boys win. Davis Chase and Miles Elwine, 15. Anderson Porish, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, as Andy Porish is your player of the game. And we'll get everything sent over there to Duffy as well, as he's requested also on this text. But the big points for you guys. 64-40, the Tiger boys win. Davis Chase, Miles Elwine, 15 apiece. Andy Porish, 12 points, 10 boards, 6 assists. And Porish, your Signature Plus player of the game. And, of course, we'll talk about a Signature Plus player of the game here on this one here momentarily. First, we got to break down some numbers. Taking a look at the numbers first for Aberdeen Central. Peyton Burkhardt and her Golden Eagles will go to 11-5 with the win here tonight. They are led by Camden Borg with 22 points. Borg hit 4 threes in this game, went nuts in the third quarter, hit for 11 of her 22 points in that second quarter, ends up with 22. She was 4 of 6 from the line. Kennedy Withers hits for 6 points, 9 for Ava Yeski, 10 for Emma Dorer, 9 for Lauren Burkhardt. The Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles score 7 in the first, 19 in the second, 18 in the third, 12 in the fourth, 56 in the game. The Golden Eagles end up from the field on the night, 19 of 58, or about 32%. They shot 9 of 28 from 3, or about 32%. They were 9 of 13 from the free throw line, or about 69%. They out-rebounded the Tigers 36-23. Rebounding highlights for Aberdeen Central include Kennedy Withers with 11 and 12 for Lauren Burkhardt. They had 10 assists to 11 turnovers, 2 blocks, 4 steals on the night for Aberdeen Central. For the Tiger girls, all 5 of their starters scored. Abby Harrington, 2. Addie Knight with 2. 8 for Allie Davis. Davis hit a pair of threes in the game. 9 for Chloe Carr. Carr was 1 of 2 from the line. Hilton Hines scored in every quarter, hit for 23 points to lead the Tigers. She went 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Tigers scored 15 in the first, 12 in the second, 8 in the third, 9 in the fourth, 44 in the game. Tigers end up 8 of 12 from the free throw line, 67%. They were 2 of 10 from 3, and they were 17 of 45 from the field, shooting about 37%. As I mentioned, they were out-rebounded 36-23. Tigers led in the rebounding department by Addison Knight with 5, Abby Harrington with 5, and Chloe Carr with 5. Tigers had turned the ball over 12 times to 9 assists. 4 assists tonight for Allie Davis. Also 3 blocks and 8 steals on the night for the Tigers. 3 for Addie Knight, 2 for Allie Davis, 2 for Chloe Carr. More Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame show. We'll continue in 2 minutes here. We'll talk to Coach Kaufman as the postgame show rolls on. Tiger girls fall by the final of 56-44. Talk to Coach Kaufman next. 2-minute break on the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame report on KOKK.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Treat yourself right and head to Dairy Queen of Huron. The August blizzard of the month is Reese's Caramel Craze, and it's only for a limited time, so get your new favorite blizzard today. For birthdays or anniversaries, or for any occasion, get a DQ cake. Call 352-5097 or stop in and order one for your party. Treat yourself and then reward yourself with the DQ app and download it today and save. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron.
Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report. Sitting down with Huron Tiger head girls basketball coach Cody Kaufman. And Cody got off to a great start tonight. You guys jumped out of the gates on them right away. They were having a problem kind of getting into sync, I guess you'd say. But once they kind of got rolling, boy, they're tough to defend.
Well, yeah, I mean, their physicality is just a lot, and they're even missing Hermanson. They're all-state post players. So, with her, they're really physical. But I mean, they just, I give them credit. They play hard and they're physical, and the refs let them play that way tonight, and they took advantage of it and they did their thing. But I mean, we even with Hermanson out, we had to knew that we had to take Burkhardt away, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that. I don't know what she ended up with what she ended up with 9 points.
Yeah, 9 points.
So I mean, that's a pretty good job on her. But we let the board girl, that we knew was a shooter and usually comes off the bench for them. We let her go in the first half and just let them hang around when we were playing well. If we get some stops there and don't lose her a couple of times, then we're okay, right? But the first half, I thought we got enough stops where we got scores. In the second half, it was a completely different world on the defensive end. We didn't get enough stops. I think they ended up with 16 offensive rebounds, right? So, and again, that's without their big. They just outworked us a little bit, I thought, in the second half. But I thought that we got tired. I thought that our schedule finally caught up to us a little bit. And then I also thought that again, just their physicality it just did a number on us. So, I don't, again, I told the girls, it's just a combination of a lot of things, but we didn't get enough stops, and that was the biggest thing. Offensively, and then we have to press a little bit, and we try pressing a little bit, trying to get a 5-point play or a 10-point play, and it's not happening either 2 or 3, right? So, much needed break here coming up. The girls have till Monday off now. They got cherry prom on Sunday, so go enjoy themselves a little bit. We come back on Monday, and then we got to get ready. We got 4 days to get ready for Watertown, and that's gonna be a big game. It'd be an emotional game. It's senior night. It's a doubleheader. We've never had doubleheaders with Watertown. Pretty big rivalry, So the arena will be full, and we just got to show up and we got to play our game, and we'll get back to it. I don't have any doubt of that. Just like I said, just a little bit of execution stuff. Just started to get wore down and tired from, I mean, this is our 5th game in 12 days, and it's the first one at home. So we'll be all right. We got a stretch run here. We got 3 more regular season games and come back with a Sodak game where it's one thing and anything can happen. So that's what we got to, prepare for. And like you said in the pregame, we just got to keep getting better, and working on ourselves, and we'll see what happens.
Well, and I know you can't really say too much about it, but the officiating, it was what it was. But the only thing with me was, if you're going to let them be physical, okay, let them be physical the whole game. Don't just kind of pick it. It just seemed like they were kind of picking and choosing moments when they didn't want it to be as physical.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think it was consistently called, and that's what you ask for, right? If call it the same way, the whole game, call it the same way at both ends. And then you can live with it. And if you don't adjust to that,
then you know what you can do.
And that's your fault, But it was tough a little bit. I thought that sometimes we got, got called for softer fouls, and then and then called for different things. So again, that's obviously not the reason with the outcome of the game, but that's part of it, and that's how you play, and that's how you got to adjust.
And this is one of those, when you talk about adversity, that's one of the things you got to deal with. Allie Davis, we're going to go tonight with Signature Plus Player of the Game, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. There was a lot of stats in the book tonight, a lot of steals, a lot of blocks, a lot of assists, and Allie comes out with the Signature Plus Player of the Game. But again, we could have gone a lot of different directions. Everybody kind of chipped in.
Well, yeah, and I thought, Allie was tasked early on with Garden Burkhart, on helping out. And she hit a couple big shots there. I thought she got us off on a good start. She got that steal at the top and got that wide open layup. Just a lot of, energy, effort. We asked Allie to do a lot of different things, handle the ball, play defense, rebound, play their best player. So just stuff like that. So, just keep coming along, right? We ask, she does a great job for us, just being a leader, a vocal leader type of thing. So, not the outcome that she wanted tonight, but I thought she played really well.
Well, good luck on the rest of the season, Coach. That is going to just about do it for me. Thanks for all the help over the years, all the interviews. No more interviews for me. Now I'll just make sure the floor is okay for you.
I appreciate whatever you're doing in this Huron arena. You do a great job of it, Matt. Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot, Cody. Take care of yourself. Coach Cody Kaufman, their head coach of the Tiger girls. They fall tonight by the final of 56-44. Aberdeen Central goes to 11-5. Tiger girls fall to 9-8. One more 60-second break, and we'll come back and wrap it up from the Huron arena. 1 minute on the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame show on KOKK.
Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
At Car Chiropractic, we know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan that's as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Car Chiropractic today, 605-352-5264, or visit carchiropractic.com.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Well, several thank yous to hand out here as we wrap up a Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report. We want to thank, of course, the Scoreboard in downtown Huron for our Huron coaches interview. We want to thank the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, for our reading of the officials. Want to thank Gary Zell Auto Glass for our post-game report. Want to thank Signature Plus for our Player of the Game. Congratulations tonight to Allie Davis, our Player of the Game recipient. And I also want to thank Seven Sons Heating and Air for our scoreboard updates. Also want to thank Nathaniel, our engineer, back at the studio. Great job not only tonight, but throughout all of our years together there at Riverfront Broadcasting. So thanks a lot, Nate. Thanks again to Coach Kaufman, Coach Burkhart for the pregame interviews, and again to Coach Cody Kaufman for the postgame role. Thanks again to Riverfront Broadcasting and Mr. Jeff Duffy for a chance to man the mic one final time. Tiger girls fall tonight here by the final of 56-44. Tune in tomorrow morning. Jeff will have the whole wrap-up, and along with Grady tomorrow morning right here on 1210 KOKK. This has been a presentation of Dakota Sports on 1210 KOKK, committed to excellence in sports broadcasting. For Nathaniel back at the studio and everybody at Dakota Sports, this is Matt Watson saying good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to exclusive coverage of the Huron Tigers. Tonight's action has been brought to you by
The Huron Tigers are brought to you by Ryan's Hangar Restaurant at the Crossroads in downtown Huron, the South Dakota Attorney General Office, American Bank and Trust, Huron Regional Medical Center, right care, right here, Huron Eye Clinic, eye exams and full-service optical, Gary Zell Auto Glass, glass and windshield repair and replacement. The Tigers are also brought to you by Seven Sons Heating and Air in Huron, The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron, Farmers Union Insurance of Huron, Blaine Anderson, Dakota Land Feeds, PB Sports, of course, downtown Huron, Godfather's Pizza, chicken and pizza buffet 7 days a week, and Slumberland Furniture of Huron. The Tigers are also brought to you by Wilbur Ellis, Ideas to Grow With, Signature Plus, get your Tiger gear, Brian Davidson State Farm Insurance, Car Chiropractic Clinic.